It's very nearly Christmas. We're only a few days away from the big day. And cheers and Merry Christmas to all the taste buddies.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
All over the world. Merry Christmas.
Kronia Bola.
So, start with the drink.
Always. Get in the festive mood.
Yeah. And I'd love to show you today one of the two most loved sweets. We do traditional Christmas sweets we do in Greece this time of the year. The one we're doing today is Kourabiedes. They're beautiful and crumbly and buttery, and after they come out of the oven we're going to let them cool down completely, and we're going to dip them in ice and sugar so they look nice and snowy and
They look like little snowballs, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
so the ingredients we need is plain flour, all-purpose flour, and ice and sugar, butter, fresh butter, room temperature, bit of vanilla, baking powder, nuts. The traditional way is rose water. We're using a little bit of rose water, but I'm going to use dark rum instead.
that's also traditional. You've got to have a bit of
absolutely.
alcohol in the Christmas biscuits.
It's not Greek traditional, the rum, but sometimes because they're festive, we can use rum or brandy.
Yep.
So I'm going to do it with rum, and the first thing is to beat in the mixer. I'm going to use a mixer because it needs about 15-20 minutes of good mixing on high speed, and that is the butter and the ice and sugar. The more you mix it, the more crumbly your biscuits will be. So let's get on with that.
Well, in tradition, if I can just put a little interjection there, these would be made by the entire family, wouldn't they? So everybody gets around the table, and it's very tiring to beat by hand, which is why Lakis is going to use a mixer. But under normal circumstances, everyone gets to have a good beat of the Kourabiedes.
So get the mixer, and at the same time I can crumble my walnuts. I've got walnuts and a few hazelnuts. Walnuts is a tradition. You can have mixed nuts, even better. You don't want them powder. You just want a little bit of just a little bit crumbly. In goes the butter, which I left it out obviously to come to room temperature, and the ice and sugar.
So butter and ice and sugar in first.
Yeah, very simple.
Right.
And you need now full speed for 15-20 minutes.
See you later. It's going to get noisy. Oh, that's heaven. Heaven to my
20 minutes. 20 minutes, and it's gone really nice and
look how white that is.
nice, white and fluffy. And at this stage, we're going to stage 2 now, where we're gonna turn the speed right down because I'm gonna burn it otherwise, and put the flour in stages, in about 3 stages. I'll put the flour in, and about half a teaspoon of baking powder.
And this is where the kitchen ends up looking like it's snowed.
Yeah, well, it's Christmas.
This is true.
So, back down. I'm going to blend all the flour in slowly, and I'm going to beat it for another about 10 minutes. Ooh. Nice and quiet. Done now, all mixed really well. Another 10 minutes. And now by hand, we're going to the stage 3, where the rum comes in, about 3 tablespoons.
Oh.
A little bit of, a few drops of vanilla.
That's the concentrate, so we only need a cup, well, very little.
That's it. And the nuts. All in now. Give it a good stir. Mix all the ingredients together with love.
That's the most important part, especially in the Christmas cookies, isn't it?
And I'm gonna have to put my hands in a minute. The film, then I start trimming it. Okay?
Yep.
Beautiful. the smell of the rum is just lovely. I'm taking out the bowl so you can see what I'm doing. And also to give another little massage. It's ready anyway. It's beautiful, you can see the texture now of the dough. It doesn't stick in your hands.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just perfect. And all you can smell now is vanilla, the toasted nuts, and the rum, of course. So, take in your hands, little bowls. I made 20 of these little crumbly, buttery beauties. And the oven is ready now. It's calling me 170 and they're gonna go in between 20 and 30 minutes.
Okay.
So in the oven, see you all in a minute.
Or 20 or 30. Okay.
Yee-hee.
Lovely, the Kourabiedes
Kourabiedes ready.
out of the oven.
Okay, now what I want to show you, they're ready, they've been in 23 minutes. They're a little bit soft, but as they're cooling down, they're going to get harder. We don't want hardly any color. This is absolutely perfect. So I'm going to put them now when they're like cool enough to handle. I'm going to put them on a little rack.
See chef's hands.
Actually, not too bad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave them to cool down completely. So now they're completely cool, so I can handle them. And also the reason, and I want them to be cool, is because when they're warm, really warm, if you put them in sugar and you put a coating round, then they start creating some condensation because of the warmth of the biscuit. And this condensation with the sugar together is going to produce a layer of sugar, which is quite unpleasant. It's quite soggy, if you know what I mean.
It's not a very nice texture, is it?
Not very nice
in between
texture.
the big
So, yeah, so now it's perfect. In the sugar, lovely icing sugar. It looks so Christmassy now. So let's build our Christmas tree.
To turn our little Kourabiedes into little snowballs. They look like little snowballs, don't they?
While I'm finishing the Kourabiedes, I'd like to thank you all for watching us, for being part of the Taste Buddies and subscribing and inviting friends and everybody.
If you liked it, hit the button. Please share with all your friends and
Like and share.
keep the traditions alive, because this is such a traditional.
And this is
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.